Alright, we are going to fit Talos for PvP. Oh my god, and... Alright, that is just some nonsense. Sweet stuff. Alright, so I've been thinking about flying a Talos for a little bit. Love the Talos. I've actually never flown one because I returned to the game a little bit late after the battle cruiser update, so I could fly a tornado also, but I don't know. Something about the Talos is just seems pretty awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy this, totally disregarding market prices. Let's assemble this. Active. I'm actually gonna ship this down to nullsec, so I'm gonna have to strip it afterwards. But let me kind of get it set. I'm super space poor, so I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to afford everything. Yeah, ooh, those are expensive. So let's see how much that costs. 46 mil. Okay, we'll need 8 of these suckers. We need. This is a fit that I kind of put together based on some other fits that I've seen that have worked well. The only thing I can't fit right now is the rigging, but actually, first of all, let's see how much this costs. 40 mil. It might be worth it to fit the rig, just because it seems kind of badass. Let's see. I'm pretty close. I need hybrid weapon rigging, which I should probably get anyway. Let me make sure I don't have it already in some level. Hybrid weapon rigging. Okay, so I only need, it's a 2-day skill train. Probably train that. As you can see, I had large blaster specialization to 4 in there. Probably gonna train hybrid weapon rigging first, and then I'll pick up the last, or not last, but the level 4 of the gun specialization. So by Monday, I will be able to have those T2 rigs, which would be very cool. So let's go ahead and get the other items here. We need one of those. We're fitting for PvP, so I'm going to put a warp disruptor on it. Not putting a scram on there because I would either be solo and it's difficult to really get up close enough quickly in order to put a scram on someone, and I'd like to lock them down first to give at least some chance for them not to get out. And otherwise I would have a light tackle there, so you know, it's not as necessary. So let's get, in order to fit, I went with this metaphor shield extender instead, as well as the experimental micro warp drive. Uses less resources than the Tech 2, but gives you basically the same amount of propulsion, so it's pretty worth it. Putting a nanofiber on there. What's our balance at? Alright, we're doing okay. And then for the DPS, you know, we gotta do 2 mag stabs and a tracking enhancer. And then a little more tank. We're going to put 2 medium core defense field extenders on that piece. And instead of the Tech 2 rig, for now I'm just going to do a Tech 1. Just to give me a little bit of something without making my ship retarded to lose. But on those big Tech 2 guns, it really makes a difference. So I do want to have it on there. But I'll probably, my next fit, or after I sort of take the ship out a little bit, I'll put some Tech 2 rigs on there and see how that goes. Let's delete this stupid thing. And go ahead and enter our fitting here. And let's do it. Save that fit. And then fit. Boom. Everything but the rig, which I changed. So, oh, did I bought too many. Huh. I bought 9. That's funny. Whoops. It's alright. I'm gonna get 2 of these anyway, so. Okay. So, we're kicking ass. For drones, let's see, we've got a 25 M3 drone bay. Let me just check EFT real quick. See what I had in there. I'm probably going to put some, just some hobgoblins in there. The other option is to put some, actually, you know what I should do? I should put some warrior 2s in there, because they've got the speed. They're much faster than hobgoblins. They don't do as much DPS, but for catching people, catching those little frigs, they could definitely come in handy. I've also thought about experimenting with web drones. I wonder if that's an interesting thing to do. I've never actually flown web drones before. They're of the warrior variety. I believe they're like SW300s. I've flown a lot of EC drones, but no web drones. I don't know. That could be really cool. Let's just see how much they are. What are 2P drones? I'm really bad at Eve, as you can tell. Oh, target painter. Okay, so that's not really helpful. Yeah, the interesting thing about a webbing drone, how much do they web for? -5%. So it would be equivalent of like a frig web Hmm. Or would it? Would it even be? Let's see. How much does your standard web of fire do? Oh, way more. So 60%, of course. It's a tech one do. 50%. So this would only be giving me a 25% web. I don't think it's worth it. I think it's more advantageous just to get a flight of warrior twos, and then just add DPS to really fast ships. Be able to send them out and get some things going. On the other hand, if I'm catching something enough and tracking enough to actually have a decent fight, it makes more sense to have the hobgoblins that do a little bit more DPS. They're not as fast, but if they're really that fast, they're probably out of my range anyway. And of course, then you've got the EC drone debate. But for now, I mean, drones are easy to buy, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to put some warriors in there. So we've got a flight of warriors. And then I think what we want to do is probably run we want to run I'm trying to think, does Tech 2 blaster ammo have a tracking issue? Doesn't look like it. Hold on, let's just check. It's been so long since I've messed with this. Tracking speed multiplier. Because I know projectile. Let's check the hybrid. One thing about Eve is there any way to... Why can't I put two things side by side? Under what universe does that make sense? So these are the equivalent, I believe, no, not void, null. Null and barrage. Are both sort of equivalent Tech 2 ammo for projectile versus hybrid. And I believe the projectile has a tracking issue. But they look very similar. Okay, so we're gonna run void, obviously. I don't know how many fit in this, so let's just see. So we definitely want void. Let's buy 5,000 and see how much fits. Down to like 43-ish. That's a lot of ammo. Okay. Can I remove all charges? Okay. Next, we also want null. And then I'm gonna get slightly less null. And then the other option is the faction antimatter. So let's just see. So there's no tracking issue. So I think what you want to do is have on anything small. I don't know. Could it make that much of a difference? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with that. And then let's put some nanite paste in there. 250. And we're gonna set up our ship and save our ship here. Okay, do we have everything? I believe that we do. So let's save this. I can't remember if I've been naming my... Yeah. Alright, cool. So there we go. We have our Talos. And there's probably some more targets outside that are itching to kill me, so I'm probably not going to die. And just fly around aimlessly and try it out. So, in that case, I'm going to ship the ship down to nullsec, and then we'll probably go roam around in it and see if we can't kill some things. So, hopefully that will be a good time, and we'll probably lose the ship, and it'll be awesome. So I'll see you then.